Hey everyone, it's Katie from the Wellington County Museum and Archives, and I am coming to you with a step-by-step instruction video to make a finger knitted snake. So let's get started and finger knit away. Okay everyone, so let's get started on our finger knitting snakes. So these are the supplies that you will be needing. You'll need a whole bunch of long pieces of 2 colors of yarns. You may have yellow, green, or red. You need a small piece of red yarn, 2 googly eyes, and some white glue. So we are first going to make the body of our snake, so you can get rid of your glue, your googly eyes, and the red piece of yarn, the small red piece of yarn. And you'll need your bunch of the 2 colors. So we're going to use 2 colors today because that allows the body of your snake to be a little bit bushier. During this video, I would suggest stopping and pausing and rewinding as much as you need to do so. And if you make a mistake, I'll show you how to fix it as well. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to get your 2 long pieces of the 2 colors. You're going to put the 2 ends together so they're about even. Then you're going to put your palm up. You're going to place the yarn right in the middle, in between your middle finger and your index finger, and that's going to hold your yarn in place so it doesn't get away. You want a long piece of tail about the size of your palm just to make sure that it doesn't get away from you. So we are going to finger knit first with 2 fingers, then we'll add all 4 fingers near the end to make the head of your snake. So let's cast on our yarn to our fingers. So it's sort of like a pattern. You are in between your index finger and your middle finger. You're going to go behind your middle finger, over top of your ring finger, behind your ring finger, and over top of your middle finger like that. You're going to do that twice. Just like so. If you need to pause and rewind, do that now. Once you have 2 little things going over top of each of your 2 middle fingers, you're going to take the bottom bunch. You're going to put it over top and over the top of your finger. And you're going to do that the same with your middle finger. The bottom 2, over top, and over the top of your middle finger. Pull it tight, just like so. And you're just going to have the 1 there. Readjust as necessary. And then you're going to go under your middle finger, over your ring finger, under your ring finger, over your middle finger. So you'll have the 2 again. Over, over, pull tight again. And you'll see that you're starting to get a little bit of a shape. We're going to keep on doing this until I get a long piece of shape, a long piece of the body, I should say. And then I'm going to show you what you can do if you've made a small mistake. So I'm going to make a little bit of a body here. So let's say you've gotten to about here and you've realized, uh-oh, my body doesn't look really right and I've messed up my pattern. All you need to do, take it off your fingers and pull. And then that's going to undo all of the work that you've done and you'll have to start over, which is fine. So start over again, just like so. And you're going to cast on and create a body. You're going to do this about, I would suggest 20 times. You need to make sure that you have enough at the end of your bunch of colors to make the head of your snake. We are only starting with our body right now. So keep on casting on. Remember the pattern. Under the middle, over ring, under ring, over middle. So that you always have 2. Always make sure that the bottom 2 go over the top, like so. Oop. And just keep on doing that until you've done it about 20 times. So keep on going at it and we'll come back to do the head of our snake. Okay, so now you should have a pretty long body. This should be about 20 times that you have cast off. And it's pretty long, so it looks pretty good. So now we have to make the head of our snake, which can be a little tricky. So make sure that you take your time, pause and rewind the video as much as necessary, and let's make our head. So you'll see on my hand here, we have 2 loops, one on the middle finger and one on your ring finger, just as it was before. First thing I want you to do, I want you to make sure that your rings are down, halfway down your fingers, so you have lots of room at the top, so you don't have to worry about the yarn falling off your finger. So once you have that done, let's try and cast on yarn to include all 4 of our fingers. So you're going to grab the end of your yarn, you're going to wrap underneath your pinky, over top, and then you're going to follow that same pattern, over, under. So you'll have like this. Then we're going to go back, over, under. So you'll have all 4 fingers included, but you'll notice that only your ring finger and your middle finger have 2 rings. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want. So now that you have all 4 fingers, your 2 at the end only have 1 ring, the 2 middle have 2. You're going to do the exact same as what you've been doing before. Your 2 middle fingers, cast off, like so. Pull nice and tight. It's important to keep this part tight. And now we have all 4 of our fingers have our loops on them, which is exactly what we want. Move it down just a touch so you don't worry about any yarn falling off our fingers, especially your pinky. And now we're going to make our head. So you're going to go under your pinky, follow that pattern of over, under, and then go back. So now you have 2 loops on all 4 fingers. Cast off as you would normally do with all 4. Again, taking the one from the bottom and over the top. Push down and rearrange your yarn as necessary. Take a special look at your pinky. Tighten it up. And I want you to do that 4 times. So we've already done it once, so I'm going to do it 3 more times. Following that pattern, over the pinky, under your ring, over your middle, under your index, and then back. Cast off. Rearrange your yarn on your fingers. Push them down so you don't have any yarn falling off. Like so. Tighten it up. This is number 3 for me. Again, take your time. You don't need to rush. Pause the video if you need to. Make sure that you keep it nice and tight so that your head is a good shape. Rearrange the yarn. Take a look at your pinky again. Make sure that it's all the way down so it doesn't fall off. And then our last with the 4. Now we're going to have a head shape for our snake. But we don't want to end our snake with 4 like that. That's kind of silly. So what we are going to need to do is we're going to have to cast off all of this and tie it off so that it doesn't come undone. So once you have your head shape done, you've done 4 loops with the 4 fingers. What you're going to do next, take your pinky, take the rings off, put them over onto your ring finger, like so. Now do the same with your index. Take the index finger ring off and swing it over onto your middle finger, just like so. So now you're back with just the 2 fingers that you started with. You have 2 rings, so what does that mean? You need to cast off, just like so. Tighten it up. And then to cast off completely, you're gonna take one, it doesn't matter which one, the fingers off. So you have one like this, cast off, tighten it up. And then with your tail end of the rest of the yarn that you have, stick it through that loop. Oh, there it is. Pull it through. Don't pull too tight. Then you're going to tie a knot. If you need help from an adult to tie a knot, do that now. Pull it in. And then grab a pair of scissors and let's cut all those little ends off that you don't need. So now you have a basic shape of a snake. Puff it out as you would like. My little head has got a weird little shape to it, so I'm going to move the yarn a little bit so I get the shape that I want. So now we have a basic shape for a snake, but we need some eyes and we need a tongue to make it look more like a snake. So this is where your white glue, your little googly eyes, and that little piece of red yarn is going to come in handy. So let's put our tongue on first. So you're going to grab your little piece of red yarn. You're going to go at the front of the head of your snake. You're going to pull a little loop out from the front, not too much, just enough that you can stick the little red piece through that loop. Then you're going to connect the ends like so. Tie a little knot at the end, like so. Trim it as needed. You can make it even so you have that weird little forked tongue look if you would like. There we go. All right, I have a tongue. I'm gonna stick that loop into the mouth of the snake a little bit. All right, I have a tongue, but now my snake can't see. So I'm gonna add some eyes to my snake. You're gonna grab your white glue. You're gonna add a little bit of glue to the back of your eye. I don't think this is open. There we go. Find a spot that you would like your eye. Oh dear, there we go. And put one right here. Pinch it a little bit so that all the glue gets stuck on the yarn. I think my snake's gonna look a little tired. He's had a busy day. On the other side, like so. Pinch them, make sure that the glue sticks to the yarn. Take your time again. If you have some hot glue, you could use that. Whatever type of glue works best for you. And there we go. You have a cute little snake. You can slither around, you can decorate your room with them. And that's how you make a finger knitted snake. And that's it. That's how you make a finger knitted snake. You can visit us at wellington.ca/museum to get more information at Museum on Your Doorstep programs. And we'll see you next time.